So now the topic of today is very important, and it's inclusive education. What are the benefits it has, and how you think people have accepted it out? For the ones who are not aware, this is a very important terminology, inclusive. I'll guide you a bit about it. Inclusive education carries where the education is for everyone. Like in a single classroom, we have girls, you can say male, women, men, the students with disabilities, special children. Okay, so they are taught in a single platform. So you have to think like, what are the approach? And this is a policy which is accepted by Indian society also. Like Right to Education Act also promotes the scheme that we need to have inclusive education. Okay, so what are the benefits inclusive education holds? You can even give me some of the best examples of inclusive education, right? And I hope the topic is clear. Once again, I'll tell you the definition because I think you are unaware about this meaning. So inclusive education means in a single classroom when you have girls, boys of all the sex, color, race, creed, everything. Okay, it's without any caste, like you have such schools where you have students of every class, every color, every race, and there are girls also, boys also, students with disabilities also. Someone is born with some impairment, blindness is there, visual impairment, hearing impairment, many impairments are there. But we are teaching them in a single classroom. And according to me, it's a very beautiful topic where we are getting towards the policy so that the people with impairments do not feel low. Okay, so that they are treated equal and they don't think that they are doing some kind of a they are unwanted in the society. So now you have to think about this topic and you have to tell me what is the approach of this topic, how beautifully it has been accepted in the society, like various dimensions I'm telling you, and what are the benefits of inclusive education. So you have to tell me the importance of it, basically. So who is going to introduce this topic? And afterwards, when everyone gave me their pointers, I'll give it for 20 to 25 minutes. And after that, one of you will come to conclude that yes, it was a very good discussion, and now it's all going to conclude it out, and then you have to conclude it. Okay. So who is going for the introduction? I think Hemant can go.
I'll do introduction.
Okay, great. And who wants to conclude?
I'll conclude, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I'll give you 3 minutes to think about it. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes, and note best of your pointers. For the ones who have joined for the first time, don't go for very elongated points. It should be short one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, last 1 minute. Few seconds are left, and I think Hemant has to start. Hemant, go for the meaning. Go for some kind of proverbs you could use, examples, and your perspective. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So. Okay, Hemant, go ahead. Start.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, friends. My name is Hemant. I take this initiative to start this group discussion. Today's topic of our discussion is inclusive education. I think this was a very important topic to discuss because this inclusive education refers to educational background that approaches various values, includes regardless of their background, abilities, and disabilities. I think it provides equal opportunities to learn and to gain new skills. In my opinion, I feel that inclusive education must be must so that children would be able uh, to be together themselves and learn new things. And now I open the house for the discussion.
Yeah, Hemant, I'll continue. Yeah, whatever you said, that is right. I do agree on it. And my point of view is like, yeah, this is good. What I feel is like, students with all backgrounds, students with all backgrounds. And, if it is not there, like if it is not there, they'll feel like, they are belongs to some category if it is not there. And if it is implemented, I feel like they'll be with the people of, there's no difference, I'm basically saying, that helps. I mean, that definitely gonna helps when they when they are in a higher position. Okay,
Yeah.
we shouldn't obviously we shouldn't differentiate. I mean, this is a initiative. If you took, I mean, I don't know who is taking this initiative. If the initiative is there from the childhood, I see like they grow really good. They grow with really good standards. Okay, that's my point.
I think ma'am left the discussion.
Yeah, okay.
Shall we continue? Or should we have to wait?
If we have points, we can continue.
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
the points were good or not, ma'am should decide, right?
Yeah.
one
Yeah, I
guide
think
should
she
be
will
there.
see the recording later
No,
and she can comment later, right?
But at every group discussion after completion, she gives the feedback like how each student performed and everything. So that was the thing.
Okay.
Maybe
okay,
better we'll wait
I-
1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll wait for 2 minutes.
Hello.
Yeah, I guess we can continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where were you? Can you just start it again? Hemant, where were you?
Ma'am, I have completed the introduction. Like I'll start it from first, ma'am, again.
Yeah, please start it again because I
Yeah,
could not hear. Okay,
Okay,
just go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Whatever. Yeah. Good morning, good evening, friends. My name is P. Hemant. I take this initiative to start the group discussion. Today's topic of our discussion is inclusive education. I think this was a very important topic to discuss because it refers to an educational approach that values and support diversity of all learners, irrespective of their background, like abilities and disabilities. One thing is like it aims to provide equal opportunity for every student to participate and learn the new skills. Now I open this house for the discussion.
Okay, Hemant, thank you. Whatever you said, that is right. Yeah. What my point of view is, yeah, the inclusive education should be there, and it is implemented in other countries also, like us. And the main advantage, what I feel is, if there are some students with different backgrounds, if they speak or spend time with the other candidates, there's not going to be any difference after they grow up. Okay. And also like the learning should be there. I mean, I feel like there are students who will lack of education actually. I mean, because of the conditions or because. But if you implement this kind of schemes, yeah, there's going to be definitely the overall, the citizenship will, the quality should be increased. Okay, that's going to increase. Okay.
Yeah.
I do agree with Ashok.
Mhm.
The point is, I think so society is actually a very diversified place, and it has people from different backgrounds or different races and different gender. So when we are having an inclusive education in school, it actually gets a sample space from the actual society, which actually teaches to be a better citizen for a country. And by interacting with the other people, I mean, for other people with different backgrounds and skills and abilities, we can actually understand their pain better when we interact with them, especially when we get to help them, or we can understand their skills, and the skill can be equally transferred from one to another. I feel that's a very good point.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Like, I too felt the same thing, where I did my masters actually, but in my masters, the co-students along with me are really good. And after spending time with them, like like, I don't know how it became, but I too started feeling the change in me, actually. So yeah, whatever you said, that point is right. And I feel like the implementation, I don't see the implement. Yeah, the idea, everything is like super good, but I don't see the implementation, very in the society. I don't see the implementation.
Yeah, implementation need to be implemented also. I think some of the schools were starting with this implementation also. I think that is the why they have introduced a concept called uniform. I think uniform were introduced so that there should not be any kind of differences between the students. So that was the thing. I think some of the most of the schools were implementing this kind of things, and I think that role of teachers play a major role in this kind of inclusive education. The main thing was like role of teachers, because what is the role of teachers is like a teacher aim to know each individual story so that everyone could understand their story, and there could be so say to students that what is the what is true and what is false, how could be in the society. And I also say that role of parents is also important in this kind of inclusive education, because parents need to give some kind of uh, support in this kind of things also. Even I feel the same.
Yeah, I do agree with Hemant. Yeah, I told that we have a uniform in the school, right? But still in India, we have different uniforms in different schools. Still, that difference is there from when you go from different schools. I guess that has to be unified better. There has to be a combination of private schools as well as government schools together, and we can join hands to have a very unified, inclusive education in India in future.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like you are saying uniform, everything is there, but the inclusive education, it's like it's not only the students. I mean, it's about men and women. So I feel like, is this really implementing? Like, if a man with a 30 years, if he want to study now, whether is it a possible? Like, we are
Why
not
not?
seeing the co-education. Yeah, I mean, students with the same age, they are studying. Yeah, they are studying. I'm seeing in every school. That's fine. But is this there?
It has to be there in my point of view. We are
Okay.
providing
I'm thinking about the implementation. Is this like, is this? I mean, the implementation is there in our country. Maybe I don't know.
I guess there are some flexibilities to have a high education for a later point of time who are joining. I feel the environment itself will give a better opportunity for them to grow by interacting with them. I feel in that case they can actually cope up with the actual students in long run upon continuous efforts. And also the students can help and get to know what all the difficulties they are facing from uh, people with disabilities or people who could not able to perform at a very young age. We can actually get to know their pain. I guess it's a very good thing, and I think few schools are actually doing it.
And some of the barriers in continuation with this inclusive education was like attitude barriers. What's happening here was like negative attitude towards other kind of people was also one of the thing it was learning. So what's happening here was like this there were some kind of attitude among educators, students and parents, and even in the community members also, which is leading to exclusion and discrimination also. That was also the main thing which it was not implementing correctly. And another thing was like, yeah, as I said, the pointed role of teachers are very important in this kind of inclusive education. But even teachers are not particularly trained for this to teach them which is true or which is false, because teacher need some kind of appropriate training and professional development opportunities also. There were limited access of training programs to the teachers, so that there is a lack of awareness about this inclusive education among the students, that I feel.
Yeah, Ahmed, I agree with you regarding the attitude. I think school is a very young age. I mean, very early age to change such kind of an attitude, to teach that it is right or wrong. I guess you are right. That teacher's role plays a very important role here. Very vital it is. I guess there has to be monitored properly, continuously, and they have to be taught that this is right, and the kind of attitude or whatever discrimination they have in their brain, it is wrong. I think that has to be mentioned here.
Okay, last 1 minute for the
Yeah.
conclusion.
And also there should be some kind of policy changes in this inclusive education also. One thing was like there should be strong legal framework should need to be created for this, because this strong legal framework, which it is very crucial to ensure the rights of the students who are backward, to support this inclusive education, like creating some kind of laws to the students. They're creating some laws, policies, so that everyone it could be included. And some
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah, I'll add one more point.
You can
This
conclude.
one.
Just conclude, Satish.
Yeah, I take this opportunity to conclude today's discussion. I guess we had a very extensive discussion on the topic. I guess we had arrived at a very acceptable consensus, which is the inclusive education has to be implemented in India. I guess it has to be not given as a choice. It has to be a part of normal schooling itself. And thank you for this opportunity, everyone.
Okay. So before I give you the feedback, everyone, one more topic you have to be ready with it. Okay. And that is related to education only. Again, this will be a 6 minutes group discussion. Only 6 minutes will be provided to you. Whoever gets a chance, like it's your turn to pop in or not. Related to the previous one, many of you are, I guess, were unaware about the meaning of inclusive, and you actually digressed from your discussion. It was not a right one. Even Hemant had a wrong point, Satish were giving wrong points, even Ashok. So your pointers were not justified. Okay, I'll tell you the reasons, I'll tell you the hacks, like how you need to prepare it out, because this is a very important topic related to our education system, and you guys are unaware about its meaning and the benefits it holds. Now you have another topic. 2 minutes will be given exact for your thinking, for your brainstorming, and 6 minutes will be there for your group discussion. Okay, so there exactly after 6 minutes, there will be a buzzer. I'll stop you guys. You have to be stopping over there. The topic is very simple. It is education with skills need of an hour. Education with skills need of an hour. And I tell you both the topics which I hold. It is related to National Education Policy 2020, which we have targeted. What is an approach of this policy even? And if you are aware about basic crux of it, like we need skills system in our education. And that is why it is a need of an hour. Yesterday, what topic we discussed, that was quite related to this GD. If you have attended yesterday the GD, you might be very much aware how to handle it out. Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat the topic? Education with skill need of an art. Is this the topic?
Yeah, Satish, please repeat.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm just confirming the this title.
Yeah, it is education with skills, need of art.
Okay.
Okay, that is a
Yeah.
topic. Do you need any hints on it? Anyone? Or I can start your timer, 2 minutes and 6 minutes. Hemant, your mic is mute. Yeah, Hemant? Anyone with any doubts? Is it okay? Any pointers you need from me? All are aware how to handle it? Both of you are new, Ashok and Satish. You need any hints or it's okay?
It's okay, ma'am. You can handle
Okay,
it.
chalo, great. I'll start your 2 minutes and then 6 minutes. Okay, yeah, who's going for introduction? Who wants to go for introduction? Just start. Your time starts.
Good
Let
evening.
me start, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, one of you can conclude, Satish can start, and Hemant can conclude. Is it fine now?
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah, good evening, friends. I am Satish Rajkumar. I am very glad to start this group discussion here. I guess the motion, education with the skills need of an hour. Actually, it's very relevant of current relevance also. I guess the topic aims at building skill-based education. Skill-based education actually supports and enhances the creativity of the student and actually help them to formulate or decide the goal at a very early stage so that they move in that direction without any deviation. Yeah, I guess let me open the discussion for the house.
Yeah. The topic is skill-based education need of an hour. Basically, it implies skill education is highly important and relevant in the current times because we are learning each and every chapter and we are getting marks and everything, but we are not learning in terms of industry perspective. So this topic justifies that yeah, we need to learn some kind of skills in terms of industrial perspective so that skills could be utilized in the future for our need. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'll join with this one. I'll give an example. This one, actually, most of us, there's a survey which uh, uh, the survey for who knows the finance, how to make their, how to invest their money, everything. Around 78% of the who are educated still don't know how to manage their finance, manage their money. I'm basically saying this is one skill actually. Financing is managing money is also a skill, but still we don't know. So yeah, the topic with education with skill need of an art, yeah, it should be there. And along with this one, if the students learn various skills, they really get in a early stage, they really gonna get the what is their goal, they want to become what they want to become. If we try, then only we will get what we want to become. Yeah.
Yeah, in this times, yeah, technology is getting advanced and the technology is creating new kind of jobs also. Like if you see now in nowadays in future, artificial intelligence and data science would be the future of it would be the future. So that would be the new technology. So from starting age itself, there should be at least there should be some time need to be spent on this topic, so that if they grow big, they can parallelly learn this skill, and so that they could get good opportunities. So I feel that according to technological because technology is advancing, no? So that's the point.
Yeah, Hemant, as you told, but I feel skills doesn't only include the industrial based skills. I guess we have a few of personal skills also that helps us to become a very good citizen for this country. And not only that, we can suppose a person want to become very good sports person or a javelin thrower or a good athlete, we can actually build skills in that particular one. As you said, we cannot raise all the animals of a different for example, our land farms or water farms are flying based upon a single racetrack. So we cannot decide who can be the winner. So it just depends on you have to find the right path for you, and you have to reach the peak of it.
Yeah, that is right. Okay. But I feel like we have some schools which with the goal of all-round development. Okay, and yeah, they are implementing what you said, like sports, culturals, everything. But coming to these skills of industry skills, they are not implementing, not yet.
Yeah,
True that.
industry skills were not implemented. That is the thing. At least I have discussed in the points now, like technological advancements were going on, so that should be implemented. That points comes here, right?
Yeah,
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 I
it
do
should
agree
be.
with it.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
but I'll. Okay, okay, go ahead.
sorry to interrupt. Actually, in India, still we are actually lagging it, even though there are few exceptions. But uh, in majority of the schools is just academic based, just academic centric still now. The issue is, as you mentioned, regarding the all-round development, is actually contradicting the skill-based development, right? Because all-round development is actually a part of academics, which includes cultural as well as sports. But I guess the skill base is actually concentrating on a particular skill and then developing yourself on that. I guess that's a bit deviating from the topic.
Okay, okay. I mean, what I thought is, like these are like a small creative, if we learn what I feel, if we learn this, we, this, I thought this is a relativity. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that is
one thing
true.
is like this skill-based education is very crucial because it enhances the career perspective of a child, and also I would like to add some points like it creates a innovative mindset of a children. Like he can go into some kind of innovative things if he learn skills from now, and entrepreneurship mindset would be developed in his mind if he learn some kind of skills, because these skills are very needed. He can learn better communication skills, and also he can practically apply the knowledge over the skills that he learned in the future, and he can globally compete with others also with learning some kind of skills. Because see, what I feel was like education, primary education is important, but daily there should be some kind of training which should be given for the skills, at least one skill, so that he could parallelly learn. See, everything one is a small stones can make a big building, like that. If there would be a small stones growing up and up, like small skills can grow, he could compete, he could get survived in this competitive world, and he could get some kind of innovative things also.
Yeah, that's true actually. Because
Okay,
at a
Hemant,
very young age,
please leave it.
yes,
Human
ma'am.
conclude.
Yes, ma'am.
Time is over.
uh, Thank you, friend. We had a great discussion today. Topic is education skills fit needed for an hour. Like we have discussed so many points. As I said that the skills are very important because ev- uh, as part of education, skills are also needed at least for something, so we could compete globally. And Satish said that skill is not only related to technology, but also it is related to their interest. Like he referred example of a sport. Ashok said that some of the schools were not including this kind of industry skills also. In my opinion, I would say that yes, along with this education, there should be skill development programs should be conducted so that he could compete in this competitive world. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, Satish, now first I'll give you to feedback to everyone and then I'll come to each one of you. Okay, the problem in you all three are the content. That is a basic problem. Now I'll tell you, what was the topic? Education with skills need of an hour. Why you need skills, tell me. What are you all preparing for? Jobs, right? And what the skills mean? You know about the vocational training courses, which actually our education system is offering right now? You know about the new education policy? I haven't tried to guide you through it. See, I cannot give you the topics very exact. This is the framework to check how much you're aware about the current news, which is happening around you. NEP 2020 has been passed, and it's been a long time through which I guided you towards first towards inclusive education, secondly towards this framework that it is your unique skill set. Why you need skill set? It should be very first, like yesterday also we discussed in a group discussion, government cannot suffice jobs to everyone. The population of India is so high that government cannot provide government jobs to each one of you. That's not possible. That is why you need some of the skill set, even if you, so that you can earn your bread and butter. Because everyone wants to earn something, everyone wants to recite something. And how it is possible? It is only possible if you have got a good number of skills in you, so that you can earn, you can be an entrepreneur. I mean, the programs these days that target your one skill set. I like the point of Satish, which was like, it is good to inform your personal skills. Like, it's not about your personal skills. You have to target number of opinions, that you need to polish your one skill set so that you can move in one dimension. As Ashok told, that it should be an all-round development. But skill system means that it can be also, you know, yesterday I told you about the marginalized section also. Talk about them. Carpenters are there, plumbers are there. What they are being taught? They are taught to earn their livelihood. And what does it mean? They are performed. They are so much skilled in their own, you can say, the skill they perform. That today they can earn their bread and butter. They don't need government jobs for that, right? So this was the exact perspective about. You guys went towards it should be implemented. It is vocational. No one mentioned about vocational training, I guess. No one of you. And why? This shows how much you're aware about the current policies. National education policy, it targets exposure. Our education system is completely theoretical. You could mention this also. It needs to have some kind of a skill program, which was mentioned by Hemant also. Hemant mentioned that yes, some of the skill training should be there. It was just to mention, why didn't you mention every one of you for job section? Why all of you are struggling so hard for the jobs only, I guess, right? And why you need skills? For this purpose only. You forgot the crux of it. That was very important. Same you did in inclusive education. You know, I told you the benefits. What are the benefits? It has already been implemented in India. And there's no far from inclusive. You guys might be already in the classroom where you were taught with the girls. Or you were not. You were. Right now, where you are from which states? If I ask you, Hemant, you're from which state?
Andhra Pradesh.
Sorry?
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Satish, you are from which state?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay, Ashok?
So, ma'am, I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Now, the people, like I'm from Punjab, so everyone is from different states. You understand? We have different cultures, different religions. I'm a girl, you're a boy. We all are in a one platform. What does it mean? It is also a kind of inclusive education. Any one of you didn't target it, that yes, we are also coming from different generations, different perspectives we all share, but we are sharing a stage. It's not only about special children. It's not only one who are have some kind of impairments only we should need to talk. It is about that there helps to meet with diversity. We beautify the diversity. India holds the diversity, and here we enjoy the crux. Inclusive education means where our youth, we are the youth of India, that needs to be trained enough that women and men are equivalent to each other. No one pointed that thing. That still we have this perspective that ladies are to do the home, you can say the household chores, and men are to perform the outside. Still in the mindset of the people. Check it everywhere, like even the news, or you can see the movies which are built, they even have some kind of a performance of this where girls are to do those roles. What does inclusive education teaches you? It actually implements in the ideas in the brain of the men that yes, girls are equivalent to you. You have to respect those girls also. And this awareness should be spread at the very seed level, that is at the very childhood level, which you guys did not mention. The problem in all of three were that the content was not beautiful. Like I tell you now, something should be there to catchy. Something needs to be really catchy so that I'm like, wow, this was a generic point which was given by someone of you. And I really liked only one point that was of Satish, that it was like he actually mentioned that is about the skill being, you can say, trained. That's it. None of the other point, because all of you start digressing. And see, I did not ask you about national education policy. I did not ask you what was, you can say, what do you mean? Are you in the favor of inclusive? Are you not in the favor? Are you in the favor of COVID, no COVID? I gave you a generic topic which has mixture of number of topics. It actually checked inclusive already a part of India, RT, Right to Education Act, that was implemented in 2010, that holds a program. Even in that scheme also it is told that everyone, even the children of special children, that they from 9 to 14 years, like whatever the age groups is, I may be wrong at this point, that they also need to be taught free and compulsory education should be provided to them also, irrespective of any caste, color, creed. None of you mentioned. And that is the problem. Because you could mention it out in RT, that even RT, this Right to Education Act also follows that compulsory education should be there, and it should be for every girl, every boy, and it holds for every person, and even for the special children. So this shows your political knowledge, this shows your general awareness, this shows your lots of mindset. And this topic can come in number of ways, not only one way, but numeric ways. And I targeted education today, and it can be like, I hope that online education, this thing you might be clear. After COVID impacts, what were the impacts on education on COVID? That is a very generic topic as of now. So I think this topic you can prepare at home, that online education versus offline education system. What are the impacts of education system, you can say after COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID. So that could be prepared. But this is something you were not aware about the meanings also. Were you aware about the meaning of inclusive before it? I don't think so. Right? So now I will end this session, and I want you, three of you, to note down the pointers. Like Hemant, how many GDs you have attended so far? Maybe 5 or 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and we have done in some of the GDs 2 topics, 1 topic. So I think you should have a streamline of approximate 10 topics.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So please, whenever you have a time, revise Hemant, because sometimes your performance is really good and sometimes it's just average. And I want you to win it out that you perform really good.
Okay.
Okay. Just have improvement in content. And Ashok and Satish, it was your first time, so it was good. Satish, you have a good confidence level. The way of your expression is really nice. Ashok, you need to participate more, speak more. And I tell you one thing, the way you are doing these right now, you are very new. Satish is saying, okay, sorry, I disturbed you, I interrupted you. You guys won't get time in your group discussions. Write down, you were 3. Ask from Hemant when the person does not get time to speak. Then you have to take your time. Today we are less in number. When there were 8, 10, we were before, there were number of students coming. So once it will be increasing the number so far. So there you won't get the time. You have to make your own space. Every one of you wants to get the job. So don't give it to like you take the time or you speak first. No, take your time, have your own perspective, speak to the best with the confidence, short lines, with the best of examples and some of the facts. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll meet tomorrow again in the afternoon. I'll give it the time of 1 to 2 p.m. Be there. Okay. Hemant, you're comfortable with all the time? 1 to 2 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Like
So
from tomorrow, I think I'm not, ma'am, because I need to start for Delhi, ma'am, because I was in Andhra Pradesh. So I would start by Sunday or Monday or so. So I would be busy in my luggage and everything.
no worries. It's up to you. Like, okay, don't worry.
Ma'am,
Just try. Yeah.
I'll revise the topics that what have come, ma'am. That's the thing I can.
Yeah, just do it so that you get lots of, you can say these topics are just to brainstorm you to the maximum, like sometimes economic, political, every dimension.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
And Ashok and Satish start attending regularly and have the ideas for the best of the topics. Okay. I hope
Sure,
none of you have any problem right now.
Tomorrow I am actually going to Delhi, ma'am. So I will be in travel.
It won't be there. It would be on Sunday, Monday. We will meet again on Monday. Then no worries. Okay. It will be there
Okay,
every
ma'am,
day.
sure.
So if you miss it out, don't try to miss it. If it is some emergency, no worries about it. But then later you attend it. Okay. Try to be regular.
Sure.
It's for your benefit. Okay, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.